Welcome to my rusty garden. Well, the sun came out for a minute, so I followed Ivan at the upbeat allotment. I followed his advice and put them in the ground. Sorry, I'll back up a bit. So these are the columnars. So it's tangy green, tasty red, and blush. I think I might need to put more soil around them a little bit though, just to top them up a bit, with some bark. They put bark chippings in their trees, so I might put some of that just around it. And I've got dirt all over my spring bulbs, poor things. Look at them. Aw, see, there's one of the pots of bark stuff they use. So get that done. So that's all I've done today. I have had a sore back and a sore neck, like everybody has said. It's March is like watch your back month, because we all get stupid, don't we? There's the other two pots, and then I've got three more. I've got two extreme dwarfs and one semi-dwarf. So I'm thinking once the spring bulbs come up, I might put an extreme here and an extreme there, and then I might put the semi one in that bed. But I gotta wait to see what comes up over there, because like everybody else, you put a million things in the ground and then forget what you've put in there. So I've got flowers and mare's tail coming up all in the same place over there. I'm digging mare's tail out all morning. Yeah, so we'll see how things go. I'm going to measure all my beds, because Kenroy at the Malcolms, Malcolm family, he asked me how big my garden, my growing space is, and to be quite honest, I don't know. When people ask me how much space I have, I say that much. So I'll measure them and try and get a ballpark of what, because this whole, as you know, this whole L is all flowers, and this one's all flowers. This one, that one is all flowers. The only ones I grow in really are those three, and then all my veggie pods and what's in the cage. So, I mean, I could grow a lot more food, but I don't want to grow a lot more food. I'm wearing myself ragged with food, so we'll do what makes us happy, and that's flowers and a bit of food. Anyway, my hydrangea cuttings seem to be doing good. They're getting lots of new buds and bulbs and leaves and whatever's on them, but I'm not taking them out of the ground to check them. Found a few slugs already, and we've started bathing them in the little red tub there, which reminds me I got to put the lid on it, because it's supposed to rain again, and if it rains it'll fill up the bucket. So yeah, anyway, I'll get that done. Back at you. It is March 25th. Not sure why there's no audio for this particular one, but we're chitting seeds for squash and cucumbers, and it should be the 25th. A girl can do anything with a good set of clamps, can't she, sisters? So that's me starting to put my top on because I want to get it on before all the weeds come and start floating in and getting in all my pots in there. So it's not as hard a job as it looks. It's just finagling, like getting on a really small girdle. Okay, bye. Well, that's step one. Peg all 4 corners down. And then it's balancing, and it's a balancing act to make sure everything's covered. So, yeah, getting there. Just while I'm going in the house, I thought I'd show you all of my blueberry bushes are coming back to life. See, they're in these are toy boxes. I don't know how much their soil is. It's lots, let's put it that way. So that's the toy boxes, and then these are the raspberries and flowers. And I'm sure some trees eventually, because these are self-seeded pansies and forget-me-nots. Like I said, I don't particularly like forget-me-nots, but I will not take them out of a garden. And I don't know if those are slugs' eggs or... Well, they're not now. Just squish them with my fingers. There we go. They might be fertilizer because this soil's got fertilizer pellets in it, so who knows. But either way, better safe than sorry, right? Better safe than Slugville. Anyway, I'm going in the house. I've done enough work today. Oh, there you go. Not bad for an hour's work done by myself. I got to get some more of the, I think it's quarter inch slatting to do around the sides. Basically, that's what holds it in. The staples are useless. But the problem is that the door opens outwards. So I got to figure out something to, I got to put wood up top of this, sorry, I'll back up. Wood up top of there, something above the door, you know, something like that or whatever. You get the picture. I need something that I can staple and nail to on the inside, some more 2x4s or something. But yeah, it's pretty good. Luckily, we haven't seen any cabbage whites yet. It's too cold still, but yeah, all good. All schwell. Schwelder and schwell. I just gotta make sure I haven't left any tools outside. Oh, look at the pretty daffodils. Pretty daffodils. And look, here's the lily trees. They're everywhere. Ginormous lily trees. Lily lang tree. I think that was me making holes in the ground there, hopefully. Yeah, there's moles everywhere. This is not moles, but you can see all the bumps. Well, maybe you can't. All the bumps in the path out there. They make a tunnel. It just runs along the ground. Oh, bastards. Anyway, it's time to start getting some work done by the looks of it. That's a lily over there. It's a different kind of lily, though. There's lilies there. I love my lilies. I think they're so stunning. And not only that, they're usually pretty good, fingers crossed, all of them, and eyes and toes. They're pretty slug resistant. I won't say slug free. They're slug resistant because they're such heavy plants. I don't usually. That was one lily, so you can see how they duplicate. That was one lily last year, now it's 2. Peonies are all coming up. And yeah, I gotta get this bed sorted out. I pulled those bulbs out and stuck them somewhere else. They don't seem to have died. I put a little pea tree in there. Put a pea tree there to put some peas up because I'm not quite sure where I'm putting them. And the apple trees are opening. They seem to be happy. Those are bottomless, like I said. Yeah. Anyway, it's a nice night, but I'm done. I'm toast. Oh, and this, look. Oh, yeah, here she comes. Oh, she's a beauty. She's purple. That's my purple one. The yellow one, we had to take a bunch of the branches down because they broke in the last windstorm, but she'll recover. And they get, they're very forgiving. It's getting new branches, so it will always rebranch. Yeah, thank God. This is gorgeous when it's in full bloom. Not that you can see anything because it looks like a stick now, but it'll recoup. Anyway, bye. Okay, I figured out what I did wrong. I plugged in the microphones to charge them, And although I turned on the microphone on the camera, I forgot to turn on the microphones themselves. So this is me doing some chives to put around the base of the apple tree, and a few other herbs and things that I'm doing. Other than that, I don't think I'm doing anything but tapping on containers for you, which I tend to do a lot. These are some of the squashes and cucumbers, so I'm just showing you that they've got some chits coming up, and they do later on in the video get potted up, but only about a third of them have been potted up. So far, the other ones are still chitting. And then just a quick peek at the tomatoes. They've all been potted on into little pots, and they're under the grow lights in the fish tank. Hopefully they'll do okay in here. One or two of them have got some true leaves on them, but I'm not overly impressed with my growth rate, and that's on all of them, not just the grow along ones. It just seems to be one of those slow years for some reason. And then, as aforementioned, this is the potting on of some of the squash and cucumbers. I have made all my labels. Yes, Allison, that's the label maker. And this is the list. And the ones with the check marks have chitted and are going in containers. Next week, I'm hoping to finish the new veggie bed, and Gerald's going to get me some soil for it, and I'll direct sow my lettuces and some Asian greens. And after that, it will be sorting beans. Duck, Stilly. Ah, yes, this is the slug traps. And I apologize, Sharon, you are mentioned in here. Sharon at My Slice of Gardening had suggested I look into the flour slurry slug mix. Hi, Chev. So we have done that, and I'll show you the results on it. I personally am quite impressed, but there are a few things you need to know. It is apparently extremely poisonous to dogs and small pets, so don't put it out where your pets are. And also don't do what Allison did and put it in a sealed container to wait for it to settle. That one there, the one I'm showing you now, and then open it up and have it all explode because somebody forgot to mention that it's yeast based and it will grow. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to take some of the chitted seeds and put them in pots. So very carefully. So that's one. And just drop them in. The other one didn't chip, but I'm still going to put it in here because I don't really need two anyway, but it comes up, it comes up, it doesn't, it doesn't. Oops, I didn't want it going in the same hole though. Damn it. There we go. Okay, so that's the silver skin. They're the white cucumbers. And I've got a list with all the numbers on them. So that's number one, and I know it's a silver skin. So I will put labels on. I printed all my labels. Printed my labels. I'm getting that done today. Bye. Because I know these labels fade, I'm going to back them up with a number on the back. So that's number one on the list. There we go. One down. 8 to go. 7 to go. And finally, these are the sizes on all of the beds that I use. Plus I have 4 8x4 veggie pods to use. Excellent for back saving. So yeah, and a lot of vertical, like a lot of vertical growing up the bean arches and the trellises and things. So that always helps when you're growing in small spaces. So yeah, this last one is just basically the tomato bed, which has got a huge trellis in it as well. And this is just a shot of Gerald's grandma's rhubarb. It's coming up again. We don't grow rhubarb to eat, we grow it as a flower. So again, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you could just give it a thumbs up and tell your friends. Thanks for stopping by. Have an amazing day.